Hello everybody. Good morning, good day and good night, wherever and whenever you're watching my FM Signals info show. My name is still Damir Galic from good old Germany, and you're welcome to another 48 hours technical analysis and synthesis. Today with the Australian dollar Chinese yuan. So analyze the stuff again, it's still yours. Okay, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, it's 16:03 Monday afternoon Central European Time, of course, on the 30th January 2012, the second last day of 2012 January, of course, Gregorian calendar, or it's Tuesday morning in Australia, Sydney, 2:04 in the morning, or in the evening, Beijing, 23:04, of course, or in Wall Street, New York time, 10:04. So we see here the Australian dollar Chinese renminbi yuan 5-minute charts, and the main reason why I'm choosing this chart is here we see this recovery, if you want, or this pullback here last week, and we are trading here something a little bit above it right here right now. So that could be a great trading capability for the next 48 hours here, and yes, that's the reason why I'm choosing this chart. But let's go a little bit more into detail. We see here this upside trend, or recovery if you want, short squeeze, however. Then here the sideways trend, like a triangle if you want, or slightly a bearish downside trend. And here the sell-off end of last week on Friday, and then today or this week here this upside trend and downside trend, and even something a little bit near above the highs of last week, of course, and that even is the reason why I'm choosing this currency or cross-rate. I'm thinking that could be a great entry. So here once again, here the sell-off, of course, here this fails breakout at this morning or this night or this week, start of the week, here the sell-off again, and here you see right here right now we are trading here above this level, or something around. Okay. Yes, if we here go, here I'm creating another line. So here, yes, of course, here we see the last trading, last 5 minutes of last week, of course, and we see here this fails breakout, this downside move, and yes, and here this downside trend of today. Perhaps I should create, and I'm hoped all the day for a breakout, and now we've got it in the last 5, 10 or a half hour since, yes, while the New York, I don't know, is there a correlation while New York opened after the bell in New York, of course. However, here on the shorter view, if we zoom this, we've got here the 5-minute chart, and here we see the downside trend, here the upside trend since Europe, since today trading sessions, and here before the opening we are traded here inside the trend, and now we are break out very high speculative. And I'm also choosing this chart because we can ignore, of course, today in Europe, in the northwest, Europe, USA, and Britain. The main theme is, of course, the debt in the financial sector and state debt, of course. And so I'm choosing a cross rate where we can ignore this fundamental data and perhaps, or not perhaps, where we could ignore this data and could trade even on technical facts. And the technical fact is, in my opinion, even this downside trend, this upside trend, and on the main reason, the larger view here, this area, this scenario. So I see here great entry opportunities, but in the last minutes, yes, the price went up. I hoped to catch it here, but however, I would still prefer the long side. I created here this black line, even on 6.66, of course, 6.662. Here, something like a stop if you want. So 20 pips down, and if we see here these lines, 20 pips above, we've got enough space. So this speculation or calculation, of course, even is a long entry, perhaps even for breakout on the on the bull side. Yes, on the bull side. And if you ask me what to do, I would go long, take a stop here on 60.62, 6.662, and hoping even for an outbreak of these lines. My broker 6.69, 6.695, or in the end 6.701. And then we should have enough space on in the northeast here. Yes, for the bulls. So that could be or should be, in my opinion, a great trading capability. Here we see it once again, perhaps created here, yes. And now we are back on this line here from this morning. The short or the sell-off even is here on the lows of today or this week if you want. And we see it here on the last week there was this recovery. Here we see once again great recovery, and perhaps should hold this line, of course, for the next 48 hours. So, but right here, right now we are falling back through, and yes, perhaps we can buy, or if you don't trade this currency, you can wait and buy. But if not, I would here take my risk off, or let me squeeze out of this cross rate. That would be to have your would be, of course, to stay long in this cross rate here. Under this, that would be too much, too high speculative for me. But it's yours. It's my personal opinion. It's still yours, of course. Okay. I'm thinking it's a great trading capability, but they still have an eye on Merkel, Sarkozy, Monti are meeting today, and yes, of course, still have an eye on this. But I don't think that will have any effects on this cross pair. So perhaps we can make some pips in this cross rate. However, analyze this, it's still yours. I'm over and out.